got a nice ham fest, second annual Rock City Ham Fest tomorrow. And Barry's had it up on the Ontars webpage for me. You never know. Some of my Canadian cousins may venture down. You never know. B3HMS, Ian, good morning.
WB2KAO, and then that's B3HMS. Good morning, Tim. Good morning to one and all. Nothing much to report from South River. Got about the same weather as Mike there on the cool side. Don't take it. It sure makes for some good sleeping with the windows open.
Yeah, last night was the first night we had the windows open for sleeping, and it was very, very good. Very, very good. Well, you and Pam have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend, Ian, and it's great to hear you. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we're up to, but probably no good. So, hey, we're living the life of luxury.
Hey, we all worked hard, and now we get a chance to play hard. Take care of you. Have a good day. The level of static crashes that we've had, and the signals are very, very good. Nice, strong signal. Boy, it sure is a pleasure to do the net when signals are good, noise floor is low, and propagation is good.
Morning, Tim Victor Echo 3, Mike X-ray in Shedden. That's correct, Tim. Yeah, it sure is. Mike out here in Shedden. Yeah, just listening away this morning. Thought we'd say good morning. Woke up a bit early and turned the radio on. I had to blow the dust off it, though. It has not been on in quite a while.
Well, my goodness. Well, with the end of autumn, maybe you'll get a chance. Boy, you got a huge signal. You running a full gallon this morning?
About 300 watts on an amplifier. The antenna, though, it's a half-wave dipole up at 75 feet. And on the big tower, we just put a DMR repeater up a couple of weeks ago, and I put some guy supports at 100 feet on the tower. And one of the guy supports is a 40-meter half-wave dipole. So I've been playing on 40 a little bit, too. Man, that thing works well.
Oh, man. Yeah, you get those wires up in the air like that. They really play. At these frequencies, you can't get them up high enough, Mike. But boy, you sure have. Beautiful signal. I own one of the 440 repeaters here in the area. 44485, which is an analog repeater. It's a Motorola MSF 5000.
Oh, very good. Yeah, that's a workhorse repeater. They work really well. Yeah, we've got two GE Master 3s here that are running VHF, UHF on the big tower, and I put auxiliary receiver in the town of St. Thomas here on top of the hospital, and put Motorola little CDM receivers up there, and a link radio back, and I'm using my old Doug Hall voter, and it gives us a little bit extra coverage out here, so we're having some fun with that. And dual band, kind of neat, works well.
Very, very nice. Well, Echo Link on 440 repeater, so if you do anything with Echo Link, the whole repeater is in the list.
We'll link it up sometime. Yeah, I'm on Echo Link 24/7 here. and our DMR repeater, time slot 2 is local repeat, time slot 1 is all the talk groups. So we're just opening up things for people. The DMR repeater is a Diamond X700. I've ruggedized it, I've soldered it all up and made sure it doesn't desense, and I put a standoff on the mast pipe, so it's 105 feet, runs up, the mast pipe is 20 feet, and about 18 foot there's a standoff to keep the diamond straight in the wind, so if the wind blows, the antenna stays straight.
Sounds like you got it right, Mike. The phone number for AAO receipt is 78007.
Okay, I'm just gonna, give me 1 second, I'm gonna write that down, and we'll link it up sometime. Hang on 1 second, I'm gonna grab a pen here. V3MMX.
Yeah, right. Station with a Charlie in the call, just stand by two. Right with you.
Okay, Tim, good morning. The other station too. I've got, it's a WB2KAO repeater, and your node number?
Correct, and the node is 78007. 78 change 78007.
I'll bet you there was a Bond movie in 1978 too. All right, Tim. Okay, well, hey, great. I'll hook it up to you, and we can chat sometime. We have a lot of fun out here. Actually, believe it or not, we have a lot of users on the 2 repeaters, and they come from miles away. It's a wide coverage repeater, and we have fun with it. So it's certainly brought a lot of amateurs too out of the mothball, so that's great. I like myself. Anyway, Tim, have a great morning. Thanks for running the net here. You sound great up here in Shedden. VE3MMX.
Okay, Mike, real good. Well, thank you for checking in, and we'll look forward to chatting with you for sure. It sounds like some real nice projects there. You've done very well, and on behalf of the amateur community, thank you very much. The station with a Charlie in the call sign, please. V3LC, WB2KAO, very good, Norm. Had a very, very good friend, Link Kundle, W2LC. Before that, W2QY, Link lived well into his 90s. And so I am, it brings back very fond memories when I hear the LC call sign. Scott Bauer actually has that call, W2LC, over the Syracuse area now, but that is a very, very dear call to my heart. Link was an excellent CW operator, Norm. and hope to hear you more.
Yeah, the running line, what do you say is that? There is fine.
Oh, hi, Harry.
You're making it through across the south, the trail. Okay,
Yeah, we can go up to, Okay, Harold, and Norm, very nice to meet you. Norm, I was licensed back in '63 as well. This is Ontars. Good morning, WBU. Oh, good morning.
Victor Echo 3, November, India Sierra X-ray.
Okay, Yankee Kilo and IFS. Let's pick up these two, and we'll go ahead. There was some more too. Just be patient with me, guys.
Hey there, we just back to Texas City. We're just on our way over to the golf course. Very good morning to you, Kim. Big go up here. I want to say good morning to Barry. Barry, hope you have a good day down there. Recognize us too with the oh, Jerry, hope you have a good summer, buddy.
Well, a very good morning to you, Tim, and of course, Ken. Welcome back. Always a pleasure to hear you sounding good with the 70 watts. Anyway, I think we've also got the Appleton farmer coming behind me. Jerry, good morning to you. Tim, just a little bit of traffic following up on Derek. I made a phone call to his daughter, Dawn, yesterday, and apparently, as per Derek's wishes, there will be no memorial or no funeral. But anyway, they were very pleased at the efforts of Jeff, Charlie Victor, to come and clean out the shack, etc. So a lot of that equipment will be posted on the various swap nets, I'm sure. Tim, just in case they didn't tell you, you need controllers this morning and all day, right from 11 right till 1500 hours. A cool day here in Hamilton, 16 or 61 on the other scale. Tim, thanks for all you're doing for us to fill in for these various hours, especially for John Henry. We do appreciate it. And by the way, I did send an email off to Grace's daughter, Heather, this morning. Of course, Grace has not had the email. Wanted her to be aware of the passing of Derek, B3BJJ. And of course, one last little thing, I sent off a newsletter to our mutual friend Art, just to let him know that that occurrence has taken place. Back to you, Tim, WD2KAO. Hope you can hear me, B3IFM. Absolutely. I fully agree. We'd love to have him back.
Let me know. You just let me know. So I hear otherwise, there will be some that I won't be able to do, but I will give you knew him or not, but I've been going to Dayton every year. The first year I went was 1975, and then I started going back in the 90s, and I've been going. It's a beautiful new venue. This will be the 4th year at the new venue over in Xenia. Okay, Jerry, good to hear you. Have a good day, and all the best. Enjoy this beautiful weekend.
Victor Echo 3, X-ray Bravo Oscar.
Okay, I got XBO was towering over the other signals. Good morning, Bart. Just a minute. Let's see, we get a couple more. I do acknowledge XBO. Let's get some more in here.
November Hotel, never hungry. November Hotel.
Okay, November Hotel. I got you, Bill. And I think there's another one. And Romeo Duo. All right, let's go with this. We got Bart and Bill and Ray. XBO, good morning. Good morning, Bart. How are you?
Good morning, Tim, and everybody else. I'm very good. Actually, I'm taking a day off from work for change today, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. The Junk in the Trunk in Newmarket. Roger.
Oh yeah, definitely, yes. One man's junk is another man's treasure, and oh, that's right. Newmarket. No, that might negate too many of my Canadian cousins from coming down for our Hamfest. But you know, Bart, you never know, right?
Oh, you never know, exactly, Tim. How's your hour been so far?
Oh, excellent. Conditions are good, and what did I tell Barry the other day, Bart, that if you truly love what you do, then you haven't worked a day in your life.
Oh, for sure. I think you were on yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, and I could barely hear you. And my noise is not that bad. So the conditions are much more improved this morning.
Oh, much better, that's for sure. Hey, Bart, have a wonderful time at the flea market, and enjoy your day off, and have a good weekend.
You too. 7-3, B3SB.
7-3. November Hotel. Bill, good morning. Good morning from the farm. Over.
Yeah, good morning, Kim. You know, it wasn't so long ago that I could call in to an hour with my 93.5 watts and be heard on the first call. And now that 75 meters has changed around the way it has, I sometimes have to try 3 and 4 times before the next controller will acknowledge me. It's really strange. You know, I'm just a long distance away in 6 cases to get in on the first track. I attended your Rochester Hamfest several years ago. I think it was maybe 1997, and that was after it had moved to the fairgrounds, and it was just a shadow of its former existence. And we had a good time, but I was expecting it to be a lot bigger than it actually was. And I remember the glory days back in the 70s when it was huge, and the guys who couldn't get to Dayton would go to Rochester, especially the fellows from around London. And speaking of all calls, I wonder if W2OY's call has been reassigned. I would expect that it would have been, because he's so well known. He's notorious, as you may well recall. And somebody probably snapped up that call when he passed on. Back to you, Kim.
No list, no kids, no space cadet.
No list, no kids, no space cadet. No phony phonetics. He hated miserable SOB. He's a miserable SOB, Bill. Let's tell it like it is. The Buffalo Amateur Radio Fraternity, I believe, had that call. If you run that call on QRZ, and it would be interesting for somebody to do that. That call was on Buffalo area repeater, 146 in its one.
Yeah, very good. Well, I didn't know whether it's somebody picked it up. That's a good call. Somebody who wants to pound brass, that's a good brass pounding call. And I still have an audio clip of W2OY on CQ. It's about 30 seconds long. One of these mornings, I'll pipe it into the K3 here and play it on the air because shades of the 1950s for sure. And I'll tell you a funny story. This is not firsthand, but I heard that he offended somebody one day, and this guy decided he was going to go down and do a YLS. So he found out where he lived, and he went up and he pounded on the door. And this little guy, about 5'1", bald head, in accelerated age, came to the door and said, "Yes, may I help you?" And he said, "You're W2OY?" He said, "Yes, that's me. Who are you?" So he introduced himself. He said, "Well, come on in." So he invited him in. They had a cup of coffee and a chat. This guy came away, and I heard him tell the story on the air. He was just floored because it was like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde personality. He had an on-air personality, and then there was W2OY in person. What do you think of that?
Bill, I had also heard that story. No doubt, man had a husband at the top of his tower. They had to cut him down in 1966, and I guess he passed away doing what he liked, playing radio, and there you go.
Yeah, well, that's I've had several friends do the same thing. Dear old friend up in Goddard. They found him 3 days. He hadn't checked into the repeater. Somebody went over and checked, and there he was sitting at his call-in station, slumped over the desk. He'd been on the air, and he died doing what he loved best. And what more can you ask? We'll say 7-3, Tim. Good chatting with you this morning. Have a good one. Good to hear you this morning. V3NH.
7-3, Bill. All the best to it, Liz, and it's all good. Romeo Zulu, VA3RZ. Good morning, Ray.
Good morning. Won't keep with your busy guys. So anyway, it's sounding good down here. We got beautiful blue sky and 10 degrees, so I guess it's going to be a nice day again. Beautiful weather. So let's be here, sir. Thanks for being there. 7-3.
Good to hear you, Ray. Rick was in here earlier. He's headed over to the golf course, and you and your wife have a wonderful day. Good signal this morning from St. Thomas. Propagation is pretty good today. Thanks, Ray. I'll catch you next week, next Wednesday. This is Ontars. Good morning. WB2KAO is here.
Victor Alpha 3, Delta Uniform. Tango Hotel Golf.
Delta Uniform, Tango Hotel Golf. Others? Whiskey Alpha Bravo. Very, very good. Very, very good. So we got John and Mark and Wayne. Good morning, gentlemen. Delta Uniform. John, good morning.
Good morning, Tim. Tim, you had I think it was a mobile or a portable in there. I think it's Paul there. I forgot Paul's call sign. Oh, he's up near Wawa.
John, would you please pick him up?
Yeah, go ahead, Paul. Give me your call again.
Okay, if you're on, I'm not sure which one you're on, but you're about 10 over, about the same as last night, Paul. It's VE3 GTM. I believe that's your call, isn't it, Paul? Yeah, Roger, you haven't got Bill, you got John here in St. Charles. Anyways, Tim, are you copying him at all?
Negative. I am not hearing him at all. Over.
Okay, they're not hearing you at all down south, Paul. Switch over the other antenna and see if they copy on that. Yeah, okay. Tim, were you able to copy on any of the antennas? He was testing a vertical to a low dipole that he set up.
Nope, I have got an X4 noise floor here, and I hear absolutely nothing over here.
Okay, Paul, Tim was saying he's got an S4 noise level. He heard absolutely nothing on either antenna. There's about 10 dB difference with me. Your dipole is much stronger than the vertical. Same as last night, over.
Same here, VE3 Charlie Victor. Yeah, good morning, Paul. It's Jeff here, V3 Charlie Victor. I'm down near the shore of the Lake Huron, sort of between Grand Bend and Godrich, if you know that area. Yeah, you're about an F8 on the dipole and about an F7 on the vertical.
Okay, 7-3 there, Paul. And Paul's up in Wawa where the big booth is there, Tim. They got a big statue up there. He's picking blueberries just north of Wawa. So, anyways, nothing too much new. You got a few in there this morning, so I won't hold it, Tim. I'm heading over to my trailer this morning, Tim. Did some kayaking, although I think I'm going to need an icebreaker this morning. I noticed it's in the 40s right now, so it's still cool this morning, Tim. Over?
Yeah. Beautiful weekend, and Jeff, I do acknowledge you. And John, have a good day. Now, who was the other station that I acknowledged on the last call time besides with the Alpha Bravo? I'm sorry, I forgot. No. Yeah, Mark, very good. Sorry, Mark. Too much time elapsed, Mark.
Good to hear you this morning, Tim. Yeah, we're at a whopping 14 degrees Celsius, or 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Actually, well this morning, and the breeze is picking up a little bit here. We see the trees moving around in the backyard. It's definitely been nice and busy here. And we got a busy weekend there with got some babysitting to do tomorrow, so we're over to my son's place and taking care of the four kids there, so we'll have our hands full tomorrow. And it should be a lot of fun. The weather cooperates there, so now lots of time outside to fool around in and out. But and visiting some friends today, so it's a visiting weekend here, Tim. And thank you for picking up the hour, and we'll catch up with you later on there. One of your Icom 706s, I would imagine. Have a good one, mate. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the fellowship and camaraderie. That's what life is all about. These three Charlie Victor Jeff, good morning. I want to, on behalf of Ontars and the amateur community, thank you so much for helping Derek with his antennas back in the winter time. And I guess Bill said you were going to, Barry was saying that you're going to get his equipment all ready to be sold and whatever. But thanks a lot there, buddy. Good morning. Yeah, go ahead, Wade. Bill went down 36.90 or something, but anyway, we'll see. Okay, this is Ontars WD2KAO. Good morning. Anyways, all of Derek's equipment here.
week ago, no, last Tuesday, I guess, was that I spent about 40 minutes with him to talk at his house, and so he could tell me where everything was and so on, and about, but he's got a lot of other stuff. He was really into flight simulator, and he has all this equipment, all these flight controlling joysticks for jet fighters and other things. He's got a steering wheel and set of rudder pedals for a Cessna, and you name it. So anyway, we had an interesting post there from him. But, you know, he was so lucid, and it was just so nice to be able to see him. And I knew he was going into the hospital. I just thinking of everybody that just took so long, but the good news is over there. Tim, back to you.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful how that all played out, and he was able to, you know, spend some time with you and get you all oriented there. You guys had a great visit. Very, very good job. Well, excellent. Listen, you and Linda have a good day, and a wonderful weekend. And I'll try to catch you next. Let's see, when did you do these? Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning you do these 8 o'clock hours. So, good to hear you there, Jeff.
Have a great day as well. Enjoy the cool. What is the anyway? 73 Charlie Victor 3.
Yeah, well, it's a welcome change as far as I'm concerned. Recheck Saturday. Wow, and I've got that translated, and I come up with 92.
Well, you're from the old school. You're both right on.
Oh, wow, man, that's great. Wow, that's great. August 27th, next Tuesday. Excellent. Well, thank you very, very much, and I sure hope that Jermaine will check in next Tuesday so we can all wish her a happy birthday. Wayne, thank you very much for that. Thanks very, very much, folks. Excellent. This is Ontars. I'm Tim, WB2KAO. Good morning.
CA3JB.
Okay, let's hold it right there. ZSZ and Mike Fox and November Charlie. There was another one in there. Let me just, I haven't heard Doug yet, but let's say good morning. Good morning, Doc.
Yeah, and lots of interesting conversations going on this morning, Tim. Don and I are QSY.
Very, very nice to hear you, Doug. You and Heather have a nice weekend, Doc. Good to hear you as well. Good morning, Sam. How are you? Good morning. How are they listening? I don't know. It's hard to remember. It's possibly it's a radio apparatus. It's worldwide. Have you had a well, I'll tell you.
Well, we all need to do things like that as we get older. Yeah, well, at least I remember to get up this morning. Yeah, exactly. They say here it's a little on the cool side right now, but weatherman forecast actually for the next week it's going to be in the mid to higher 70s and pretty super and sunshine. So I gotta like it. I like this time of year on things, but it's way too short.
Lower humidity and the solid distance in the world. And it felt real good to turn off the AC yesterday and over the weekend. And that's just good. That's just good. Yeah, have a wonderful day and a great weekend. We've got a Preston here tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to going to that and the fellowship and camaraderie that will ensue. Have a good one, and if I don't think you before,
Yes, you will for sure. You shall have a good day. Have some good fun at that handcuff. I wish I was going to be there. But yeah, humidity. Patty and I lived in Houston for 2 years, and that humidity city, 100 degrees, 100% humidity. But you go from your air-conditioned house to your air-conditioned car to the air-conditioned hall. It's what you get used to. Anyhow, some three, Tim, have a good one. Thanks for what you do at CA3JD.
Real good, yeah. Great to hear you. Beautiful clear. Good morning there, Dick. Good morning to Judy. And how are you this morning in Rockport? Over. Wonderful day, great weekend. Enjoy that boat if you do get out on a boat this weekend, and look forward to chatting with you next week. V3EI, Dave, a very good morning to you over in London, and very good morning. Will you be going down to the Newmarket flea market tomorrow, Dave? Over. Dave. It's doing great.
Thank you. I think it's easy to hear that. First, for the sake of the people who might have stepped in the last episode, we're kind of a halfway
Can you stand 2 stations from Brown there, Tim? V3KYX.
Hey, good morning there, Mr. KYX.
Yeah, the name here is Peter. I'm on the other side of town. Vince here, so yeah, you got a nice signal. You're 5'9" and plus. Just thought I'd be the the rival for Vince. Over.
Yeah, real good, Pete. Very good. Very good. Good to hear you. And just as soon as you said Peter, yeah, his name is Peter. That's right. We visited you. Checked in with me before, so very good. Well, you have a good day, sir, and health and happiness to you and your family, and nice to hear you. 8 o'clock right on the dot. Folks, thank you so much for checking in. Propagation was very, very good today, and always very, very enjoyable. I'll be back with you Wednesday, and enjoy the hour. Have a wonderful Picture Echo 3, Mike X-ray. Good morning. Yeah, you got to fire up. I heard that Peter when we got that down there trying to go in. I've been going in there last night and got 16 check-ins, but not very good. Hopefully, the way it is right now, it would be nice for me to have my hours. Anyway, you got my list. Good morning to everyone. You do something at the walk.
weekend, so I thought of my original intent to have to go to the trailer.